My name is Carrol Abdul-Malik. I'm 69 years old. I was born on November the 20th, 1949. Youth to me was joy, was happiness. We were poor. There were 7 of us. I had 5 brothers and 1 sister. I grew up primarily without my father. And I was blessed to have a hard-working mother. My mother worked 2 jobs looking for the 3rd job to take care of us. Mother was not an alcoholic or drug addict or criminal. So I had a good life. We were poor, but everybody we knew were poor. But I grew up in a community where everybody knew each other, and everybody took care of each other, and everybody, all of the elders were parents to us, and we had to be respectful to them and for them. I volunteered in the Marine Corps. Excuse me, I went to Vietnam. I was in infantry. So in Vietnam, it was the North Vietnamese against the South Vietnamese. America sided with the South Vietnamese. But it was also black against white over Vietnam. It's not widely known, but it's the truth, it's a fact, it's a reality. So I was in infantry, and I saw a lot of killings and stuff like that. But anyway, what kept me mentally strong was reliving my childhood. So when I came back to America, where I grew up, it was infested with heroin. And people were afraid to come out their houses. They had bars at their windows and that kind of thing like that. And I didn't go over there to fight to come back to that. So when I came back and I saw how that was, I went out and started robbing people to get weapons to declare war on the drug dealers. While in prison, I had no intention. I went in prison a racist and a nationalist. I had no intention of being a Muslim. But as it turned out, as I started reading and studying and talking to people and things, I really got a curiosity for Islam. So eventually, it appealed to me, and it showed that everything that I believed in, Islam destroyed it. The nationalism, the racism, I couldn't justify those 2 anymore. So anyway, I became a Muslim. But while I was in prison, I saw a lot of people that was in prison didn't have to be in prison to the extent or a time that they did. And that was simply because they didn't have people on the outside that knew how to help them with successful transitioning and that kind of thing like that. So when I got out, I had no intention of going back into prison for no reason at all. But as it turned out, I got involved with helping to facilitate resources for people coming out with successful transition. And so I combined that with my religion, approval from the Department of Corrections, started out there in Richmond City Jail, going in and helping to facilitate the needs for the Muslims that's incarcerated. And that blossomed out to going into the prisons. So that's how I got involved with Muslim Chaplain Services. The word hijra means migration from one point to another point. So the Hijra House was initiated by a man named Salih Stovall, Rahimahullah. That means may Allah give him mercy. The Hijra House is principally for Muslims, but it's not just for Muslims. If somebody coming home from prison needs somewhere to go that's not convicted of a sexual offense, if we have the space, we'll provide them with housing. We'll constantly try and expand the program because we're getting calls every week from counselors in prisons, from chaplains in prisons, from family members, and getting letters every week from people that's incarcerated that want to come to the Hijra House. And most of them are Muslims, a lot of them are non-Muslims, because they've heard of how we extend ourselves to try to help anybody with a successful, serious transitioning back to society, and they're not stepping out of a prison into another prison.